Well, this is the official episode 16 of the Scooch podcast.
The official ring-a-ding-ding.
Yeah, since the last discussion we had about how we're gonna do this shiz, came to a conclusion that everything from now on is numbered, even trailer reactions.
Oh, we're doing trailer reactions now as well.
No, I'm just kidding.
Ooh.
No, but everything beside, well, I don't know. You guys know.
Yeah, you guys get the gist of Scooge at this point.
I mean, I don't really get the gist of Scooge at this point.
It's like when guys get together to talk about stuff.
Yeah, it's kind of like the gathering of women to powder their noses in the
Yeah,
restroom.
yeah.
Except, except online.
Yeah, I guess. Except, unlike most guys, we're not talking about sports. We mostly talk about movies and cartoons.
Cartoon.
Cartoon.
I've never talked about a cartoon in my life.
Didn't we? We talked about Close Enough like a couple of months ago.
I haven't talked about a cartoon all this year.
Uh, hmm. Is that true?
Yeah, I mean, close enough was back in before October.
Was
It was like
Coco this year?
um,
Yeah, I think it was like January, right?
it's not a cartoon.
I mean, it's close enough.
It's animated, but it's not
Yeah. You're right.
cartoon.
Yeah.
I would specify them in different categories, I suppose.
Yeah. I mean, that's
Yeah.
not what any award show does. It just stuff everything that's not live action under the animation thing.
Yeah. Um Man, we should have a petition to release the Ayer cut Suicide Squad.
Oh yeah. We definitely should do that. We need more Joker in our life.
Yeah, so if you guys are on board, go to www.petition.org/release the Ayer cut.
I thought you were just gonna say go to releasetheaircut.com.
Go to release the Ayer cut.
What if that's an actual website?
I mean, it probably is at this point.
Yeah.
People are outraged, man.
People are outraged.
Warner Brothers, what are you doing?
As they should be.
I mean, we were talking about it the other day. It's like it's already filmed. Why not just release it? What's it gonna harm? You know?
Yeah.
I mean, it's relatively the same time as just when Justice League came out, like a year off maybe.
Yeah, I agree.
So I think the people want it. I think we need to see 2 hours of Jared Leto's Joker, because I don't think he's shown very much in the Snyder cut. I think he's like at the very end, if I'm not mistaken.
It's just gonna be a meme now that he doesn't get enough screen time in any of the movies.
Yeah,
he's actually in.
Yeah, there's gonna be an even bigger cut of the Snyder cut. It's gonna be 7 hours long.
And they're gonna promise just more Joker.
More Joker, yeah. We really need to see that. Yeah.
Do you want to?
Should probably watch it eventually. Yeah.
I guess so.
It would be a fun pod if we could get all four of us together to talk about it. I don't know how if. Well, yeah, Fizz was talking about seeing it on the Star Wars discussion.
Yeah, he likes movies and stuff. I'm pretty sure he's already seen it by now.
Yeah, I haven't talked to him since the Star Wars thing.
That's fine. I don't keep in contact with anybody either.
Yeah, that's true.
What are we talking about today?
You're very primal when it comes to online communication.
And speaking of online communication, we are now sponsored by ExpressVPN.
Oh God. One can wish.
Yeah, that's
But
true. One can really wish.
yeah,
But today we are indeed talking about Primal, the new Genndy Tartakovsky series. I almost said film.
it's very cinematic though.
Yeah, it is. Which
It
I
has,
mean,
yeah,
if you would expect that after seeing season 5 when that finally came out for Samurai Jack.
yeah. I haven't seen the new
But
Samurai Jack.
but it's very interesting. Like he's 100% like found his style and knows what he wants to do with it.
Mm-hmm.
And bro, I don't think he's ever had a miss besides Symbiotic Titans. I don't think he's ever had a miss.
Well, how many opportunities has he taken?
Well, like cartoons that he's created on not everything he's worked on, but just shows he's created
Mm-hmm.
is Dexter Slab, Samurai Jack, Star Wars The Clone Wars, the 2D version.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Symbiotic Titans, Primal, and a new show is going to come out sometime this year called Unicorn Warriors Eternal.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. What? What? Yeah. This is a emotional roller coaster of a series. Which I guess you could
Yes,
say that for Jack as well in some instances, but this one, it's you're either like super pumped up with the action scenes or something very fucking tragic happens and
yeah, yeah,
really brings you down.
yeah. Episode 5 was kind of weird and sad.
I felt like episode 5 felt kind of fillerish.
Yeah, yeah, that makes sense.
Doesn't really bring anything new to the characters. I mean, it shows how much Spear cares for Fang, but we already knew that in like the
Yeah,
2 prior episodes.
I mean, at the end of it, Fane basically looks dead, but since I know the series is
Yeah,
going to
yeah, yeah.
continue,
Like, yeah, if I had no knowledge that there was 5 more episodes, I would have been like, damn.
they really killed him off like that, man. That's
Yeah.
crazy.
Well, they killed off Spear's entire family in like the first 2 minutes.
Yeah, I thought you were just about to say in the first episode. I'm like, they killed off both of their families in the first
Yeah,
episode.
yeah. So Spear is this caveman and Fang is this dinosaur. An unlikely duo, but they face the same tragedy and they kind of bond through that. You'll see in the first episode. And at the end of it they team up together.
Yeah, I thought it was so funny. Like after looking at that in episode 1, you can go into episode 2 where Spear just looks super annoyed at Fang
Oh
for keep
yeah.
taking his food.
Yeah, why is I don't understand why Fang keeps taking the game.
I don't know either.
I mean, I know you're a significantly larger creature, but you're just eating everything.
Yeah,
Spear's a big fella too. He's got to eat from time to time.
yep, and yeah, he's really big, really bulky as well.
Oh yeah, he's a burly man.
Yeah,
The total antithesis of Jack.
that
Jack
is
is very
true.
thin.
That is true. Yeah. Well, Jack is super Japanese and proper. Spirit's like on the complete opposite end of the spectrum.
Yeah. But I really enjoy like the line work specifically. It's very rough.
Mm-hmm.
It's like an animated graphic novel or comic book. It's
Yeah,
so mesmerizing to look at. I love the animation in this series. So good.
yeah. He was saying, I was reading this interview about it, and he was saying that, yeah, he was originally gonna do it like something else, but he's like that looks a bit too clean. He wanted it a bit like gritty and dirty. He wanted you to like, I don't know, like enjoy it for, I don't know, its rawness, if that makes sense.
Yeah, it does. I think it also kind of encapsulates like how rough a drawing would be to a caveman on the cave wall. Like we
Mm.
see a scene where Spears drawing. I imagine it like that with just like the rough I mean, it doesn't look shitty, not in that way, but it's just very rough. It's kind of drafty in a way.
Yeah, yeah, I feel that.
It's like a rough draft animated, but comes
Yeah,
together really nicely.
yeah. I feel like well, most of his stuff is very like
Oh, it's very
uniquely
clean.
stylized.
Yeah, yeah. And it's clean too, like all the line, it's very sharp and clean. Especially doesn't like the new Samurai Jack hardly have any line work. Like
No, it actually, yeah, no, it doesn't. It doesn't.
yeah,
Yeah,
super
there's no
clean.
outlines on anybody. It's just like it's just color.
Yeah, that's a bit weird. But in this one, lines are very noticeable. The
Out
line
of
show.
these five that we've seen on HBO Max, which of them were your favorite episode?
I really like the third one. One and three I really liked, but yeah, I'd enjoyed all the episodes. Five being my least favorite,
Mm,
or like the least engaged I felt, because these characters have already been through so much shit. You know, the
yeah,
stakes
yeah.
don't feel, or you just know it's like, oh, they're not gonna kill them off. I don't feel like these characters are endangered. Whereas in the first episode, you're like, oh shit, his wife and kids just got.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, it's like, man,
that was crazy.
yeah, this is a brutal world. Anything can happen. So in beginning stages, you felt the danger, but as you see that these two can handle their own, it kind of lessens that feeling, unfortunately. Of
Uh,
course they had that cliffhanger that Fang is dead, which I don't nah, most
yeah,
likely
yeah,
not.
yeah, yeah. Nah, yeah, nah.
I haven't seen any like screen caps from later episodes, but I imagine the duo is what, the heart of the show is. So.
Yeah, yeah. Which, it's uh, hmm. I think for me, like the first two or three episodes were probably my favorites. I'd probably say like you said, it feels like those were where the stakes were the highest. On
Right.
the third episode where they were getting beat the fuck up by mammoths,
Yeah.
it was on pretty. Alright, I'm not gonna say that because I say that way too much. On the pretty interesting thing,
Oh yeah, that was pretty interesting.
it was indeed pretty
For want of
interesting.
a better word, it's pretty interesting. Mhm.
I'm trying to think of specific words to say about it. I don't know. It's just like something that you turn on to watch and like just experience. It almost leaves you breathless in a sense.
Yeah, it's very brutal. The sound design is incredible.
Hmm.
Of course, with this being prehistoric times, there's no language, so there's no dialogue. Everyone, you see the emotes and even the animals, and it's really well done.
Yeah, you would
You
for
don't need
something like
any dialogue. Yeah.
yeah for something like this like concept wise, you wouldn't be sure if it worked or not. But Gendy has such a great background in directing. Like he makes it work.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think in the interview I mentioned earlier, he was talking about how in live action stuff when directing, you like to like keep the camera on a certain position sometimes for like 15 or so seconds to kind of get the gist of things, get the setting down. But you can't do that in animation. You normally have to be shorter. It snaps a lot more since they're drawn and not like live action people. So he
Hmm.
says like 1.5 to 3 is like the limit to how much he'll do, which is very it's very interesting, like because you can tell that in some of these scenes where like, man, that looks like a great like image to have in the background where it just stays in one position for like the entire time.
Yeah. Sorry, I got distracted. I was getting a George Lopez ad.
Wait, what?
to stream on Peacock TV. Well, everybody, you could go check out George Lopez show on Peacock. It's Lord knows it doesn't stream on anything else.
Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Seize the opportunity.
Which I gotta get Peacock anyway. Sadly.
What's on Peacock?
The WWE Network is merging with Peacock, so I gotta get Peacock. Sadly.
Well, I don't.
Yeah, which it's not a lot. It's like $5. So it's not really that much.
There's so many streaming options. It's
yeah, that's true.
It's like I think I recently just canceled my Disney Plus subscription. I just found I haven't used it in a month.
Yeah, I feel that. Like the only reason I haven't used it that much is because it has this weird bug on PlayStation. Or like after the episode ends, it won't autoplay to the next episode. So I'm like, I really don't feel like pressing it every time.
I really like Amazon Prime streaming because they have the X-ray vision.
Really?
And it tells you like interesting facts about a scene or all the actors who played. Yeah, it's very like quick like trivia information that doesn't obscure the scene, and you could just like view it. Yeah, it's really cool.
Kind of like HBO Max and some series on there, they'll have like extras or behind the scenes. Like I know it's season 4 for Rick and Morty. It was like after every episode there was an extra with them like explaining like how they felt and how the process was coming up with the idea behind that episode.
Yeah, I mean, but this way you don't have to watch anything. It's on the screen while you're watching, and it'll tell you like what song's playing at this specific time. Yeah, it's like it's called X-ray vision on Amazon Prime. Like you don't have to turn it on or anything. Just like when you pause it just pops up, and you know.
Yeah, that's pretty interesting.
Yeah, learned some pretty cool things on there. I can't think of any off the top of my head, but I think when I was watching a Tarantino film, I was like, "Whoa, that's crazy." Good specific fact. I would say factoid, but I recently found out that factoid means lie disguised as a fact.
Oh, so, really?
Yeah, so interesting fact, not a factoid. I guess you could kind of like do it with Android. Like it looks like a human, but it's not.
Yeah, true.
I don't think that's what Latin having or not Latin. Where does all language based from? It's Latin, right?
Yeah, it's Latin.
Yeah. I don't think they had that in mind when the Latin language was made up. Androids.
The Genndy is such an interesting character.
Genndy?
Yeah, Genndy Tartakovsky, the creator.
You said interesting character. Oh, you just mean like a silly, goofy guy?
He's actually not that goofy, surprisingly. He's like he's very like he's a very artist integrity type of person.
I could see that.
Yeah. I was like in this interview there were some instances where the interviewer asked him, he's like why do you think no one else animates like you? He's like, because they're not good enough. What do you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, and he asked him for like inspirational shows or stuff he likes to watch, like cartoon wise, and he's like, next question, bro. I'm like, oh, Jesus Christ, this guy's pretty cool.
He probably wanted to skip because it's like the typical SpongeBob SquarePants answer.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
He's got to have some sort of inspiration. I mean,
yeah,
or not. I don't know. He could just wanted to make cartoons.
He did say like the original style he wanted to go for Primal. He said he was reading the Astro Boy stuff originally and wanted to do stuff similar to that, but he said the style didn't work well with the way he wanted the story to be.
Well, he certainly took how the limbs look with Astro Boy with Spear. They have very similar forearm and leg structure.
Yeah, the dude has a massive foot.
Yeah, it doesn't even resemble a foot. It's like a stump with toes on it. Like it doesn't branch out. It's just like yeah, pretty
So like,
crazy.
yeah, and none of the other cave people that we saw in there look anything like him.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, why were they all so old?
Oh, those like albino looking skinny.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, I was like, I'm pretty sure those imp things didn't exist before. This is entirely fictional. They remind me of the man eaters from Demon Souls. I
Nah.
don't know if you've seen them, but they're very, very much resemble them. And then that giant ass spider
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
actually made me jump a little. I'm like, oh shit.
Yeah, since I watched this early in the morning, I wasn't really in like the jumping mood. I think the most that got me jumping was just
What's a jumping mood?
uh like awaken alert, I guess.
I guess. I mean, something can make you awake and alert if
Yeah,
you're
that's true. Yeah, no, no,
sleep
no. Yeah,
drowsy.
no, you're right. You're right. You're
Yeah.
right.
Because I watched it at night and I was kind of tired. And I was like, whoa, hold up. But yeah. Big spiders, not a fan. Not a fan.
Yeah, not a fan. And who knew that even after a spider dies, you can still use his web?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was some quick thinking. At first, I was like, is he going to hide in his mouth? And
But then, yeah, you were like, how is Fang gonna fit in there?
yeah. Yeah, I love their dynamic. It's very
Yeah,
good.
yeah. I'm definitely gonna have to rewatch this again, especially when the next five gets on
Yeah,
HBO
yeah,
Max.
I'm probably gonna rewatch them all too. Oh yeah, by the way, guys, we're just gonna cover the first five. You know, we're not gonna cover all 10 as of yet. This will just be a part one of two.
Right, right. This is a part one of two.
We could view it on Adult Swim, but don't want to. Don't want to. Don't want to.
Unless they paid us, then we would.
Yeah, unless they paid us, then yeah. If they took ads off, oh, you could just use an ad blocker, but
Yeah, yeah. That's true. That's true. That's true.
HBO has a very nifty, convenient application.
Yeah. What did you think about Hulk Spear?
Hulk Spear.
Yeah, after he dropped the stuff on episode 5.
Oh, oh my, yeah, he mollywopped that gorilla to pieces. It was
Yeah,
brutal.
yeah. I was looking at it. I was like, is he about to rip his arms off? Then like, yeah, the
Yep.
next, he's like, oh, yep, that's exactly what he's about to do. Then yeah, he was like just punching through everybody. And
Mm-hmm.
they made sure to like animate like all of their organs and stuff like flying apart and everything. It
Yeah.
was very,
Yeah.
very brutal.
Yeah, it was a cool spectacle, but I still feel very fillerish episode.
Yeah, yeah, I feel that.
Mm.
Yeah, well, this is a brutal show. I do feel like it's like I don't know, like violence isn't the only thing that this show gives off. Like it feels kind of like we're looking at like an Animal Planet type of thing, like nature's just taking its course type of situations.
Yeah, there's a lot of natural, not disasters. You know, just like different environments they have to
Mm-hmm.
survive in, like the blizzard from episode 3.
Mm-hmm.
And then
Yeah,
like
there
there's
was
this
a
huge tsunami type thing with like all the snakes.
yeah,
Like where
there
the
was a
fuck did this
huge
come
pile of
from?
snakes.
Yeah, yeah.
I
Like
was
that
like,
kind of
yeah.
just
At
popped
first, it's
out of
like, why is
nowhere.
this episode called River of Snakes? And it's like,
Mm-hmm.
oh, there's just a shit ton of snakes by a
It
river.
was It's a river of snakes. Yeah. Um and, you know, we know Spear as kind of like not like a cold-blooded killer, but you kind of see him have sympathy and sort of regret when he kills the elder woolly mammoth.
Yeah. Yeah, because when he was drawing a picture in a cave, he like drew tears coming down his eye.
Yeah.
So yeah, he definitely knew that it was sad, and he kind of felt a bit emotional for it as well.
Which it showed that flashback. So, I mean, obviously, it's implied that he feels, because he had the flashback, and I was like, is he sad because of it reminded him of his son when he went hunting with his son, or is he actually feeling sadness for the woolly mammoth?
Yeah,
I guess a
maybe a
bit of
little of
both.
both. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. But
Yeah.
yeah, it just showed in that flashback that even though he hunts his prey, he still like respects the animal
Yeah,
when
yeah, I
they
can agree
place
with
their
that.
hand. Yeah.
I can agree with that.
And maybe there's some sort of connection with the hand placement on. Oh, yeah, it was like episode 5 when they show up to that oasis and Spear puts his hand imprint in the sand, and then Fang does the same thing to sort of like appreciate sand.
I
No, but like
appreciate it.
no, but sort of like a, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe like I feel like it was just trying to push the whole like differences thing again. Like even though we're super different,
Oh yeah, that's a good
we still like come together for this one thing. Like we care about each other that much.
right.
Because like right after that, that's when they got like kidnapped by those ape dudes.
Yeah. Who knew that a spear is the most uh is the best weapon? Uh,
Yeah.
it's like
No,
why did
who
we
knew rock was best weapon?
yeah, rock to the eye or to the leg.
Yeah. Jesus Christ, he destroyed the leg of that first T-Rex.
Oh yeah. Yeah, the fight scenes are really, really cool.
Yeah. I like the color of the blood. It wasn't really like dark like normal blood is. It kind of had like a lighter shade to it.
I mean, I think blood actually differs from person to person or even animal to animal, but usually if I bleed, it's very bright red. I don't know if
Mm.
that's was just like the epidermis or if it like actually hits a vein or something if it's darker, because it has to do with like oxygen with how the blood is colored. But
Yeah, I
anyway,
don't
yeah,
know.
yeah.
I normally see my blood as a bit darker.
It's because
So
you're
yeah,
black. Yeah.
yeah, definitely.
Black blood.
Yeah, that makes sense because the male T Rexes were darker than the female T Rexes, so that makes sense.
Yeah. Those baby dinos got swallowed.
Oh yeah, bro. I don't mean to laugh, but like,
It
I
was
felt
funny.
no, it wasn't funny. It wasn't funny, but I felt like Spirit could have done something beforehand before they got eaten. If that makes sense,
Yeah.
because he was just kind of standing there before, like after they like held him out and stuff, and he pushed him out the way. He was just kind of standing there. Then after that, that's when he got a spirit and did this yell and went to help him out. Want to help out Fang.
Yeah, I felt bad for Fang.
Yeah, no, 100%. It was interesting because Spirit was originally like, "Fuck, I'm just gonna like destroy all of these Tyrannosaurus."
Yeah,
And then when he
revenge.
saw they were after the female Tyrannosaurus as well, he's like, "Oh, maybe they're all right though." And she did just lose her family like I lost mine.
Right, and I mean she wasn't the cause of it, but yeah, he did have that like vengeance of any dinosaurs because they just
Mm-hmm.
killed his whole family.
Mm-hmm.
So any next dino and just happened to be Fang, even though she had no part in it. She was just chilling with her babies.
This show has already been announced for a season 2, by the way.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah.
It's going to be interesting. I hope the. I kind of hope the. I don't know. I don't like the release format.
Yeah.
Like, it makes sense. Like, like to stop at one point and end on like a semi. What I guess is like a mid-season finale type of thing.
I know, but it's a whole year later, at least with the first season.
Yeah.
Might as well just,
Yeah, that's true.
Maybe season 2 will be more planned out and released more appropriately. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if they just wanted that cliffhanger of like, oh, is Fang dead? Well, you'll have to find out a year later.
And why October? It's not scary.
It's a little scary. I'm sure there's no rhyme or reason to it.
Yeah. Maybe it's just when slots open up.
Yeah, just happenstance. Yeah. No the logistics to it. Yeah, like we said at the start, it has a very cinematic quality to it that I really enjoyed.
Yeah.
Didn't look like a show. It looked like I don't know if it had to do with the typical black bars that movies have at the top and bottom, or there's something about it. Very cinematic.
There's just something about it.
I don't like.
Even though I'm laughing, I do agree with you.
No, like, you know how certain animations, it's like the colors or something are different when it's a film contrasted with the show, like the SpongeBob SquarePants movie, like the Rugrats movie.
Oh yeah.
There's just a quality to it, regardless of if there's black bars or not. Can't really dial in what it is specifically. It looks like something to do with maybe more glowing effects, more shadows, more different color. I don't know. I can't put my finger on it.
Yeah, I'd say something about the glowing effects, because I mean, even just looking at images, like some of the eyes stand out. Yeah, I'd agree with you on that part. Even like the sunset in the background of one of these images, it just looks fucking crazy.
Yeah. I mean, a huge leap you would see with like SpongeBob is the frame rate was way higher for the movie than the show. Also, did they start computer animating on the movie or season 3 of SpongeBob?
I think the movie was when it started.
It's
I
like
could be wrong though.
Yeah, so doing cell shading and makes sense.
It does make sense.
But then they're like, oh man, make a whole movie. It's gonna have to be streamlined, in order for us to put this out at a reasonable time. And then they're like, well, it's just easy. We'll just do it with the show from now on.
Yeah.
Technology's there.
Movies are a bit interesting. Not interesting, but again, going back to the interview, he said he was asked to do a Samurai Jack movie at first instead of season 5, but they wanted him to change a bunch of stuff. Like, he had to follow like quote unquote like movie rules, like put it in like a movie format type of style.
Right. Yeah.
So like I said earlier, he's a very like artist integrity type of person.
Yeah.
So he's like, I don't really want to do that.
Yeah, in a movie, it would be very condensed.
Yeah.
Which could be great, but
yeah. I mean, it'd probably be like a longer formatted version of basically just the first episode.
Yeah. Is Samurai Jack on Max?
Yeah, it's on there. It's on there. Okay. Under Adult Swim as well.
Yeah, I saw it was on Hulu as well. I was just wondering, I was like, wait, is it just Hulu? I doubt it, because Max has like every Cartoon Network property.
Yeah, it has a good lot of them, yeah.
And Adult Swim. Which 5 is Adult Swim. Season 5 is Adult Swim.
Yeah, that's why they just put the whole thing under Adult Swim.
Oh, did they?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's pretty mature, even in the early seasons. Very mature show.
Or for Jack.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah. One of the
Not like
reasons,
not
one
like
of the
inappropriately.
yeah, one of the reasons they sent him to the future was because he's a samurai. So like, if he cut somebody, like basically they didn't want they didn't want any blood to be in the show. So it's like, I mean, I guess one way around it would be for him to just chop up a bunch of robots and for oil to be there instead of blood.
Yeah. Send him to the future.
Yeah. That's
I
why
remember
it's interesting to see blood in season 5 because it's so different. One thing I didn't like about season 5, besides the ending, was that there was this one comedy relief character, and he was just a guy with a penis for a head. And I was like, I guess Adult Swim made him put that in there. I really don't know. Like, what was the point of this character?
I thought he was artist integrity over
yeah,
here.
yeah. So
Penis
I
man.
don't know. Yeah, penis man.
Yeah, as a kid, I would always have this recurring dream. I don't know for how long, but I remember I would dream I was in the time portal a lot, just falling down the time portal. I don't know why, but it was very often. Of course, it was because I watched Samurai Jack a lot as a kid. So
yeah, honestly, I didn't watch Samurai Jack that often as a kid. I felt like I didn't get into it until later. I feel like a lot of people didn't get into it until later on. To be fair.
I don't know about other people, I just know about me. And I watched it when it was like still airing a lot. And probably still making new episodes. I don't know. Remember I had the Game Boy game for it.
You should get the game that came out like last year or 2 years ago.
Yeah, I've seen some of that. It looks
yeah, I mean it looks very much like a PS2 game.
I wouldn't really say that. It just looks very generic.
Yeah, I mean, I'd say it looks like a PS2 game or like PS2/Wii type of era of games. Yeah, I mean, kind of reminds me of the Nicktoons, the Nicktoon games.
Let me look. Hold on. I mean, there's more detail that what a PlayStation 2 could handle.
Yeah.
I think people just throw that out there as default for something like that. It looks like a PS2 game, but when you look at an actual PS2 game, it's like...
Well, I don't like PS2 games. So I didn't mean anything wrong with it. I do like the format of PS2 games.
Well, yeah, I'm just saying if this PlayStation 2 could never run something like this. It's just impossible. I think it looks fine. I mean, it's just true to the art style.
I guess I understand. Yeah, it is true to the art style. That is true.
It's 3D. Obviously.
Yeah.
Here's a Game Boy game. It's very Game Boy. Here. I don't remember it looking that bad, but
Jesus Christ, bro.
Now that's a PS2 game.
No. That's mean. I mean, Jack still looks good.
Should this? Yeah. I don't know. He looks like just a typical Japanese instead of like a distinct Samurai Jack.
Yeah, true. Yeah.
Should this just be the thumbnail for this episode?
Yeah, sure, definitely go for it. Man. Go for
Even though we talked about Primal and the title is Primal, it's just like a T-posing 3D Samurai Jack.
Yeah, go for it, dog.
No, I want people to actually click on this video.
Yeah.
We've been getting kind of off topic, but I don't think. I mean, it's not. We only get to discuss 5 episodes. There's not a lot to talk about. I think we kind of exhausted. At least I've exhausted everything I've wanted to say about the show. Looks good. Love the animation. Love the art style. Love the pacing. The sound design is very good. I like how, you know, like dialogue is very much not needed at all. It's very,
Yeah.
I love it. Yeah, that's it for me.
Yeah, I'll basically say the same thing. Looks good, art style really interesting. I do like my T Rexes, so that's pretty
Yes,
cool.
yeah.
I do like my cavemen. I like my Tarzans. That's really
Yeah, the
nice.
Tarzans and the
Mm.
yeah. I think I was a pretty big Dino kid.
Yeah, I honestly wasn't.
Yeah, I remember I'd had like dinosaur books and the toys and stuff like that.
Yeah, I was gonna make a joke. I forgot what it was gonna be, but I was gonna say like Fang is the good dinosaur.
Yeah. Oh god. And Spears, I forget his name, but the little caveman kid.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is just a cheap knockoff of the good dinosaur.
Yeah, 100%. Jesus Christ,
Jeez.
what was Genndy thinking?
It's like scene for scene.
Yeah,
Yeah, what about this artist integrity you're talking about? He ripped off the good dinosaur.
he was talking about I think they asked him like what would he want to be looked at as like in the future, and he said
God.
he said as a director like probably something like God damn it, I just see Jack T posing on my Discord. But he said something probably like how Hayao Miyazaki's looked at. He said you want to be seen as that's the person in charge of most Studio Ghibli films, by the way, Scrolls.
Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah. So he said probably want to be seen like that, like highly respected, be like anticipated, no matter what genre he's going into, whether it's action, drama, comedy, etc., etc.
Okay. Sorry, I was making sure the Samurai Jack pic doesn't show up on the recording. It doesn't, it just blackens our icons, but
Oh, okay, okay.
sadly. What if I screen share?
Is this a fake? Is this a fake PNG image?
That is a fake PNG image, you're right. But it would be like super simple to auto
Yeah.
because yeah. I hate those though. When you look for a PNG image, it's like the PNG background on Photoshop.
Yeah.
But it's not
Yeah.
an actual PNG. It's
Yeah,
like
it's fucking
why?
stupid, dog.
Why? What were we talking about?
No, we were. I think we were ending it.
Oh yeah, you said you wanted to be seen like the head director of Studio Ghibli.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he'll leave his footprint for sure.
Yeah, 100%. And it's nice to see him still doing stuff because he's been doing stuff since like the 90s, basically. First working on like Batman the Animated Series. Yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah.
That was early 90s too.
Yeah, it was. It was. Yeah.
So next episode, what's it gonna be?
What's it? I don't know what the next episode is. I mean, you guys keep talking about Justice League. I don't know.
It's either gonna be the Snyder cut for episode 17 or this is why we need community posts.
This is why we need community posts.
Either that or what's another series you want to cover? I guess we could do season 2 of Close Enough.
Yeah, that. I really don't know anything else. Maybe Be the Beginning on Netflix. I honestly don't know.
You were talking about that show.
What show?
It was like the space cartoon.
Oh, Final Space.
Yeah, Final Space.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, we could look at that as well if you want to. It has 2 seasons, so.
Oh no.
Yeah. I mean, they're like 10 episodes or so per season, but yeah, 2 seasons.
Well, it's gonna be one of those three probably. So check those out.
Check those
or one
out.
of them. Check those out, or one of them, whichever.
We can always start season 1 of BoJack. Who knows?
Hey, I wouldn't mind, honestly.
Yeah, I wouldn't either.
That could be a fun thing.
Yeah,
even Space Dandy.
Yeah, even Space
or
Dandy.
Cowboy Bebop.
Yeah, that's also true.
There's a lot of options for episode 17.
Yeah, that is true. And, you and J-Mash still got to do your episodes.
Yeah, but he's sick.
Yeah, true.
So we should probably do one more. I don't know how long he's gonna be sick. Who knows?
For the rest of the year? No, I'm kidding.
For the rest of the year.
Let me not throw that out there.
Yeah, let's not jinx it.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. All right.
That's it.
That's it.
Bye.